Good morning, good afternoon and good day, and welcome back to another video of Boosted 2000 at Sanders Body Repairs. Going back on a previous video, you would have seen that we used our new GYS. Matthew got it right, see, so he was listening, he was watching the video. So yeah, we used a dent puller, spot puller on various cars. We used it on the Corsa D, the Mark 8 Fiesta. But on the most recent video of all, we used the suction puller that goes to the floor. Today we're going to be using that, standalone myself, on this Kia. As you see, it's got a little bit of damage to the door. It's got a little bit of an ingress and crease back here. And if you look behind me, we've got our very own tool now. So we demoed it in the last one, we tried it out. We liked it so much, we actually went out, Matthew went out, okay, and bought their own from IPS. And it's a great tool, so cheers Phil for sorting that out, and Katie. But yeah, we just whipping up on a trolley, making a bit of a station for it too, whilst we go. Okay, so quick look already. That now is more true, more straight to the line, it flows. We still have a dent there, which we'll work out later. But by using a hammer and a dolly, keeping the face flat and hitting it, we managed to pull that back. Okay, so using the slide hammer, various different types and attachments can go on the end. This lip right here, we're going to start pulling out, okay? I've cleaned it up a little bit, got all the dirt off, because the last thing I want is myself slipping and trapping my hand, because it does happen. Very similar tool to what you'd use to get injectors out and all that kind of stuff. Just a basic slide tool. You'll see, right, I'm not working one area, I'm working the way down. Just to make sure I don't stretch it, because obviously if I stretch that part, it means I'm going to shrink the rest of it, okay? And then I'll be chasing that. You see the car moving, so even the little that hits, I've got plenty of force. When doing this, you need to look at the car from different angles, from up and below, to make sure that you can see. And you know what, right? I'll take you to camera. I'm not sure if you can see that. But the line is starting to come back now, so the dent is more this section. So when I pull this out, hopefully it will start to pull this out. Because remember I said, you work from the outside in. So yeah, it's coming along nice. One or two little more pulls. It's really difficult to see on the camera. I'll flip you around. Okay, so follow the body line down now. Ignore the damage by here. Follow this down. And I think it's safe to say, the line is back. Can't focus, hold on. That's better. Yeah, so all this is back now. Happy with that? Remember, structure before the dent, okay? Because if you end up pulling dent out first, you'll have no strength, and as well as it just ripple a line as well. I might find myself having to tap this in just a little bit after. So when I pull this dent out, I might actually pull this out more. So don't take it for granted the work here is done, because it certainly isn't. It's just my baseline to start. When I start pulling these out, if it starts pulling out more, it's a reverse routine again of the hammer and dolly and just gently tapping it back in.
Like that, out of the top piece. And then I'll have all that.
Bye. That's the boss just leaving. Okay, so you would have seen me do a little bit more work on here, because now I've pulled this out. It enabled me to see where I need to follow my line in this section to where I need to pull this line out, okay? So now I'm through here and I'm through here, I can start working out this section. Does that make sense? If you don't ask in the comments, I'll try and explain. So let's rewind. So this line is my guideline. This line is my guideline. So this section now needs to come up in line with this. That's better explanation. Do you think so, Matt?
Yeah.
Can you explain any other way?
No.
No? If you don't understand, just ask. You've asked in the comments before. And just a recap or a rewind, okay? I know what things look like on the internet myself when I watch back other people's videos. Light, reflections, images, camera angles are very different to your actual eye. So I'm looking at this now and I'm like, oh, that's nice and straight. When I play it back in the camera, I think, fuck, that might look terrible. So don't be put off sometimes by what you actually see, okay? It's not always a true reflection of what that camera is. Lighting has a massive factor. Quality of the upload has a massive factor. But I'm going to flip you around right now and try my very best to show you that this line and this line now is higher than this section, okay? Got me? Okay, so the 3M's trusty drill grinder. I always say it's in all my videos. Whatever's on the drill, it's either 60 or an 80 grit. We're gonna take this down to bare metal. So we've got an earth and we've got, so where we can weld, the spot welder, it needs to be back to bare metal. So there's no primer, no dirt or anything left on it. I'm gonna clean up this little section back here and around here. I'll do a quick little time lapse. I won't bore you. You know what it looks like. But I hope you do, because you better be watching my last videos. So I want to show you quickly as well, okay, where I've just skimmed this section down. I've not gone through to the bare yet, but if you see this section there, this is a low spot. Just like when we paint and we block, this is a low spot down here. You see the difference? And these by here are naturally high spots where hammer and dollies are out. So you can see it's going in and out before we take all the paint off. Okay, so this section now, sorry, you carry on, we're in a body shop, it's going to be obvious, isn't it? So this section here, I'm going to show you a close-up. So you've seen the dent just now, but you've got to take a look at this now, and it wouldn't even look at this dented. So just looking at this section here, where the dent is here and the dent is there, where I said about the camera, the angles, the light can give you a false interpretation, you wouldn't know now that that's dented, would you? And to be honest, looking at this now, it doesn't look so bad from that angle. And I am absolutely no stranger to this, right? And I'm completely aware there are people out there that would have just given us a skim of fiberglass and a skim of filler. And look, you would never know the difference. And the finish and the look probably would have been exactly the same until time. But also, it's that sense of satisfaction about doing the job properly, as well as your own personal brand. I want you to remember, this is lipped and it's skinned behind, so this is structural. This again is a right angle and it's a crease. So it's damaged, so we pull it out and we're putting the strength back in it, we're putting the right angle back, rather than leaving it folded and just put a fiberglass in it. And again, the lip of the door here is where it lips over, it's beating the other side. So this is a fork but this is again a strength part of the door, okay everyone? So yes, it could have just had a quick skim over, could have done a trade job, bang out of the door, done in a day. Smart repair maybe, I'm not coming at you by the way, but this is doing the job properly, and this is about Sanders, this is about the brand, this is about the business. If a job comes in, it will not go out the door unless it's right, okay? We won't cut the corner, we will do it properly. Okay, so remember back to the last video, we showed you this delightful GYS, I remember this time tool, okay? So we run an airline of a compressor to this like mind-blowing design, right? So, base plate, dusty floor, and level in half, okay? Rubber seal. Look at that. I weigh 16 and a half stone and I'm 6'4". But to be honest, I'm more on the shy side of 17 stone, but we'll keep that secret. Look at that. I'm going to show you again, right? Come here, Mark. Actually, right, here and Mark, we're going to push it together. You literally cannot fault that, can you? What an amazing tool. Again, obviously, this goes up and down. Showed in the last video, but yeah, we'll get this on you now as marking this Victoria. We're going to start putting this dent out. But yeah, big thumbs up for this tool. Okay, so dent puller, keys. When we would have had that on, the bar would go through keys naturally. And then we would have historically used this for the body lines. Pulled out. Now the tool just does that for us on a winch. Okay? Now here, so I'll tighten this. See what I've got here? Remember, because we're going on a structural point, and we're going to put a lot of force in here, we want to pull this out, okay, and get these keys as close as we can to each other. So it's nice and even coming off. The important point to remember, when welding on a car, you normally need to use an isolator on a battery, but this doesn't draw enough current and enough charge to need to use that, okay? Before anyone asks. Okay, that compressor, it's loud. I'm trying to show you, pulling this dent out, how I work it on here, as well as on the bodywork at the same time. It's quite challenging, but I'm going to do my best, okay? So, take the tension out. You already see now, that's tight. I don't know how much of I could see while pulling the car, but now I'm looking down here already on my first pull. That line is almost through, it's almost back already just from one tug. This is tight, it's nice and taut now, but yeah, there's a little bit of edge here now, But it's in line with the door, and you can see it's already pulled out the majority of a dent in the bottom. I'll show you now. Very difficult to see on camera, so I'll flip it around. Already take a look at this now, the lines. I flip sides. I don't want to take these off yet. Let me take the camera off stand. Whoops. Look at that already. Okay, so the last pull I didn't actually show you, but I've taken these heads off here, of these keys. I've worked just this little section here, but you see now, that is almost there. I get these off, buzz this off, so I can show you the improvement already. Okay, so we're going to start working this section next, okay? Okay, so we've used the ram to pull this out, and that is now nice and straight. I buzzed the heads off quickly. It's a little indent here, a little indent there, few little indents here. Because it's so small, I'm going to use this tool. This is a spot puller tool as well. And I start gently pulling these out. For God's sakes, when you use this, okay, do not put it on and yank it off. Do it in a gentle twist, because you will pull holes in the bodywork. You have holes everywhere, which you have to go and obviously MIG weld up, okay? Yeah, I'm going to start pulling these off, and I'll do that in a bit of a time lapse. But yeah, we're not far off. So I've done about 3 pulls on here. I've got a little section there, which is indented, so I need to pull out. But yeah, we're nearly there. Well, I say we're nearly there. Okay, so there's been a bit of off-cam work going on. I managed to pull this out, and this is pretty much done now, as well as the dent on here. And this one, I'll give you a bit of a close-up. Okay, so we're looking top down, so we're following the line. Okay, we're looking face on, we're looking to the side, we're opening the door, we're following this line down, as well as, let's get that line. Don't forget the shadows and the shade. Get Matthew to check this over now, and then we'll see what we need to get done with the fiberglass. And don't be very empty to say, oh, that bottom edge isn't straight, because the door curves, okay? So don't try and catch me out with that one. But yeah, she's there. Okay, so time lapse the last clip hopefully. I've 80 gritted this now, okay? I'm going to blow this off an airline, and I've gone 80 up to here and around here. And why have I 80 gritted this? Because I've smoothed it out. Yes, this area was already keyed up, because I'm doing a skim of fiberglass on this section now, okay? I need to be able to bond it here to the actual bodywork of a car and the paint, okay? So 80 grit is a key base, okay? So feather it out nicely like that, so that edge is not like a sharp angle, you can't feel it. All this kind of stuff's been feathered out. You see the primer, the paint, the undercoat and all that. So yeah, we can just do a skim on here. To be honest, this door is great. It literally is great. Maybe a little high spot here, a little tap of hammer and straighten that out, and I'll have a skim of filler. But we'll fill this up now. But there's a little mark there where the key is pulled out. So there's two options here right now, okay? So both are great options. None of them are really wrong. I can make that quickly and buzz it off. Likely I will. Or just skim this with fiberglass. Exactly the same, okay? No difference, okay? Because it's going to have that fiberglass anyway, which is waterproof, and it's got all the agents in it, the bonds, the years, all this kind of stuff, okay? It protects it. But yeah, let's buzz this off and let's get blown off, and let's get that skim of fiberglass on here nice and straight down here so we can start working this back in and getting shape with body lines. Thank you. Also, to keep it neat, we'll tape up here and we'll tape up here. So any fiberglass goes through here, we run a line, that channel down here, and we fade back into the car, okay? Whilst it's hot in here, who doesn't do that with the airline? Come on, who doesn't do that with an airline? Okay, so it's all blown off and we've got our skim now with fiberglass in readiness to buzz back down with an 80 and then obviously start feathering this out, okay? But yeah, always an 80 on the fiberglass, because again, don't forget, okay, this is your base and your keyed up area for your body filler to go on top. This section here, we've scored the line out for the door as well, okay? Right, yo, so this is now dried, it's flashed, cured off, whatever I say. We have 80 grit, and my next job is to start sanding and feathering this out, okay? Again, I'll do on a time lapse, I don't want to bore you. I feel like Quasimodo over where I'm sitting, trying to get into the camera. So we'll change angles, I think. Okay, so we're just working this line in now. We've got an 80 grit folded. It was in half, and now it's in quarters. Just to get this excess off on the edge and get our line back to work too. But yeah, this little repair is coming on really, really nice. And you can see the low spots here, 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 and here are what's filled up the fiberglass. And we've left enough meat on it too as well to work the body filler on top. Okay, so let's take a closer look at this. I'll flip the camera around right now and show you what I've done. So let's follow the line up. Nice, we've got a gap all across. Let's open this door up. No damage behind here, let's get this tape off. And now, clean that off, pick it off. But yeah, if you look by here, this needs a bit of shaping and feathering out now. But we have our line back. So let's go from a different angle. Nice. Remember, when we're looking for dents, we don't use our fingers, we use our palm, okay? Not like this, but like that. Important to show from all angles, you can see. So as time moves on, so does the workload, okay? So we've gone in now. We have now, start again down in English. Let's edit that out. We have now gone to our first skim of filler. That's body filler. Yeah, can you see that? Happy with it? Let's have a look around the car now, shall we? Stand up and change angle. Right, we're just on to the last spread now, a bit of top stop, bit of fabulous, fantastic, what's it called?
Fantastic.
Fantastic filler, my favourite stuff. This stuff goes on amazing. So yeah, Matthew's just there, kneading it like bread, mixing like cement. He's just working that in. Look at them biceps, look at that tricep. Oh, that forearm.
Good arm.
It's good arm, I wonder why. Someone said he's a wanker, so... We're not even going to edit that bit out, but yeah, he's gonna boss this bit on now, and that'll be the last skim then, hopefully, and then just get it all nice and smooth and get this bad boy into primer. Look how nice that spreads. It's like butter icing for a cake, innit? But you don't really want to lick this stuff like you lick the bowl.
Try.
You can try it, yeah. Probably don't taste this one.
Anyone does, it doesn't come back to us.
Yeah. Highly not recommended. Might be a little bit toxic. But yeah, this stuff is so much more workable than just normal body filler. Right, so like I said, we swapped hands now, so Matthew's just buzzing over here now. Again, like I said, using an 80 grit, okay, because we're on body filler. He's feathering that out nicely. We do the jam and the shut and stuff, and the rear quarter next. I'll show you from the other angle, the further he gets, okay? So yeah, Matthew's buzzing from top coat to this with the 80 grit. And now he's working down now onto a 240 to feather out into the paint of the car, okay? Like I said, remember in the past, 80 grit, great for keying up, but there were leaf swirl marks and obviously sand marks showing through in the body filler. And no matter what, if you put a high build primer on top, the catalyst in the paint takes weeks to go off, okay, up to 2 weeks. So you'll have sinkages and it will show the marks through. So always do the job properly. Use an 80, then 240, okay? And look, you can go as far as 400 if you're comfortable, okay? Quick blast of a block with a 180 grit. If you look, Matthew's following the lines and he's feathering it out to the edges. He's following all the contours of the door and all the edges. Look how nice and smooth that is. This stuff is brilliant. Bit of graft and a bit of sweat on this one, but it's worth it. Okay, so that's the body work more or less finished right now. Get this masked up, get it cleaned off, and let's get this into some primer. Don't forget, any open edges like this, we'll use an extra primer, and then we blast over there then with a high build. And then it's in for paint. As always, I'm not going to show the finished item, okay? We haven't got enough time. Cars don't get prepped and painted and back out to the customer on the same day. Right, Matthew's masking that now. What we will do though, I will put a picture of the finished item of it on my community story, and then take a look on there in a few days and you will see it done and dusted, okay? But until next time, thanks for watching and I do appreciate it. Don't forget to hit like, sub and subscribe and knock on notifications. Because look, we just don't do body shop stuff, yeah? It's cool cars, retro cars, old school cars, car meets, tomfoolery in the car. Look back at the channel, there's builds and everything, okay? Hit us up. I'm also on Instagram as DefBoxDan and TikTok as DefBoxDan, okay? Don't forget as well, I'll put the picture up for Body Shop. Hit up Sanders Body Repairs. Drop them a like on Instagram and a follow, and as well as on Facebook. Until next time, I'll see you then.
12 seconds later.